Now, this year, not having a heart attack, you did the anime industry panel that you're pretty well known for. How'd that go?
It's gone really well. It's there's so many good things to report on that front that I don't have the same opinion about that panel I used to have. I didn't do that panel for almost a year after my heart attack because for 7 years it's just been me yelling at people to stop downloading anime and to be responsible, and people giving me reasons why they feel justified in stealing anime and damaging the industry and insulting the creators. And at that point, it just felt like fighting. I pretty much had said everything I wanted to say, and all the videos were on YouTube. And I pretty much, after my health problems, I was like, well, why would I want to fight for an hour every weekend with a group of people I don't know? But so much is changing, and even though the statistics are more bleak, like we're in worse shape than we've ever been, fans are starting to feel very responsible and starting to do things about it. And I was really excited. There's this project called Sustain the Industry that's going on YouTube where kids buy anime and they videotape it. Like, this is all the anime I've bought. This is what I'm doing to help the anime industry. And there was actually a kid that's part of the Sustain the Industry project in that panel. So that was kind of neat to finally meet one of the Sustain the Industry kids face to face. But the panels have been going really well. And every time I think, that I'm repeating myself, I run into somebody that really doesn't know the facts. And so I'm always glad to share what I know. I kind of feel that's my responsibility as a fan that became part of the industry, is to share those things that I know fans don't know much about with them, because I'm nosy and I ask a lot of questions. So I found out things about licensing and about merchandising and about some of the legal stuff, and as I've gotten involved in the fight against piracy, I've learned so much more about that. So the panel went really well. I actually had a fan subber in the room who was funny. Like, he was the first guy that was willing to admit he was part of the problem. And I think it also showed people that it's not like I was going to go murder the fan sub or anything like that. We, had a little bit of a conversation. Point blank, I said, look, my manners and my smile may convince you that I like what you do, but I assure you I don't. And he was just as funny right back. So I think this panel was really fun because of that, and because we had a lot of really good feedback. So I look forward to doing them now.
And aside from doing the panel, you also did some DJing here. Pretty well known for that.
Yeah, I've done that. It seems like I do as much of that as I do everything else now, which I like. Honestly, the DJing is why I think I can still keep doing this every weekend. Doing this and dealing with the stress and the pressure of conventions and everyone's expectations is a bit much. And it's why a lot of actors, after they've been doing it for about 3 or 4 years, start looking really burned out or really short-tempered. DJing is what allows me to keep doing it, because being on stage and playing music and really getting into it is almost like an exorcism for me. Like, all the bad stuff just kind of goes away. And that's kind of my involvement in so many conventions now. I'm the dance manager. The convention that I work for, Ikkicon, the first convention that I worked for, was having like tons of damage to the hotel every year, like in the thousands of dollars, well, in the tens of thousands of dollars. And we realized that we had a problem. We had kids that were up all night that wanted something to do, and there was nothing to do. And when kids have nothing to do, they start breaking things. So my idea was just to run the dance all night long. Like, look, let's keep this going until 5:30 in the morning and just wear these kids out. And it's changed the dances at a lot of conventions. Now, conventions that used to just have some guy on a laptop playing a little bit of DDR music, suddenly people are dumping tons of money into big sound systems. And like Ikkicon this year, we had LED curtain, at Animate Detour, that's like a full big concert production as far as like the light and sound show. So I'm happy to report that it's done a lot to reduce damage to the hotel, and I think it keeps the kids entertained, and it gives us a place to go and just have fun and get together at night. Because a lot of kids that go to conventions, or even kids that were that are older. I call myself a kid, and I'm in my 40s. This is like our prom, even though it's a rave, it's our place to dance and socialize and hang out with each other. So it's fun. I DJ a lot of the places I go, and with that comes its own drama, and there's a bunch of DJs that don't like me, and that's fine. That's part of that game too. But everybody seemed like they had a good time. We rattled the hotel last night. Light fixtures were falling out of the ceilings. We dropped 4 hex screws out of the ceiling, and my folks said they could hear the bass on the 24th floor. So I think we did a respectable job of rocking the place this weekend. So it's fun. I really enjoy it.